I'm with Abbey Weitzeil. She's on the U.S. Olympic swim team. She'll be a member of the 100-meter freestyle relay team. And I had some questions for Abbey about her making the Olympic team for the third time in her career. And I heard an interview before after the races at the Olympic trials, and you said your role on this Olympic team is going to be different. I wanted to ask, in what ways and how are you preparing for these Olympics differently than you have in the past?
Yeah, I think every time, so this is my third Olympics, and 2016, my role has changed mostly in leadership and experience, I believe, but also this year I'm not swimming an individual event. So the last two Olympic trials, I was swimming the 100 and the 50-meter freestyle individually. And this time around, I didn't have the meet that I personally wanted. I wasn't able to reach personal goals of mine, but I did get myself on the team, which was the main goal. And so I think coming around this time, I want to have a most important role of leadership on this team that I see myself being able to take on that role and really loving that role and being there for the younger swimmers and kind of just being, I think just someone who's easy to come to if you have any questions, bringing in the smiles, the fun, and of course, getting stuff done when it needs to be done. So I think that's how my role has changed, as you could see from the outside in, is obviously I've been around the block, I've done this, I've done that. I'm no longer swimming individual events at this meet, but I'm gonna prepare just like I have for every other Olympics. I'm at this training camp and I'm ready to give everything I have on that relay in the morning and fight for a spot on the night relay and fight for spots on other relays. So I'm there reaching individual goals in that way, and I'm here to just bring my experience to the team.
Okay, so as you mentioned, this will be your third Olympics. The question I have is, how challenging is it to qualify for 3 Olympic teams? I know that's a big goal or a big accomplishment to have. So how challenging was it, and what challenges did you face this time at the Olympic trials and getting on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's an easy feat to even make one team. The U.S. is so competitive in swimming, and we have an amazing team every time the Olympics comes around. And I think it has taken me a minute to, like I mentioned, I didn't have a specific individual meet that I wanted at trials this time around, but to take a minute to be proud of myself for getting on a third Olympic team. It's no easy feat, like I said. And I put in everything I had this year, and it just happened to be what came out at that meet. So I'm so sorry. What was the other part of that question that you asked?
Oh, no, just what were the challenges you faced this time around?
I think I was going through a lot at trials. I was a lot of emotions up and down for many different reasons. Being around the block, I know a lot of people at that meet, and I have very strong relationships with a lot of people who have also been around a long time like me, and also watching my teammates who are newbies come around and make the team. I was so emotional in a good way, like happy for people, watching people make their first Olympic team, watching people make their third Olympic team, and then watching people not make it is super, super emotional for my close friends and everything. So I was emotionally going through a lot at that meet. My own individual race my first one didn't go very well for me. And so I was going through a lot of emotions. I also was a little bit sick. So well, yeah, I don't want that to be a headline like Weitzel was saying. Like, I just want I was sick, which I found out after I tested positive for COVID when I got home. So I think I had COVID at the meet.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh my God.
So I was going through a lot, and I was really tired. I didn't know why. So that was like honestly a main struggle of mine. But mostly just controlling my emotions. I have never been to a meet where I was like that, where my emotions got to me that much. And I don't know if it was because I was overly tired, but I was crying happy tears, crying sad tears for people that wasn't even myself. So it was just a great meet to watch and feel those happy emotions. And it was also such a stressful time to feel those down emotions as well.
I can imagine.
It was truly a meet I had never been a meet I had never been to before.
I was going to ask, I mean, the 50 freestyle race was very, very close. I mean, the top 2 finishers were within 0.02 of a second, and you were 100th of a second behind them. So
close, yeah.
Go back to that race. I mean, was it really that close? And knowing what you know now, do you wish you could do it again?
Oh, I totally wish I could do it again. I wish I could do it again, like immediately after that. it just, I mean, the 50 is my favorite race, and I've swam it almost every year since 2014. So, knowing that it was like my last chance to do an individual swim, and it being my favorite race, I kind of just went out there and was like, the coaches came up to me after and were like, that was your best race of the meet, even though it wasn't what I wanted.
Right.
It was what I gave everything I had, and that was what I had that day. So, I look back at it, like, obviously I didn't get top 2 in that, but I got 3rd, and I was proud of myself for getting up and having the best race of the meet for me after a long 9 days. So it